Hello everyone, just a quick reminder, you can now support us on Patreon. You can get this show and all our shows a day early, and lots of other goodies by supporting us. If you like what we do, and you want to see us do more, you can find us at patreon.com/StudioOmegaYT. Thanks for your time, guys. Hey everybody, before we get started, I just want to remind you that this episode is brought to you by our patrons, like Mieruru. Thanks for your support, guys.
Thank you.
喜べ少年.
That's right, rejoice everybody. It's time, once again, for Let's Talk Fate Grand Order, where we are the dump truck with no brakes, and these events are just gonna run you right over. That's it. We're gonna be flattened. You're dead. I'm dead. It doesn't matter what our names are. We're just dead. Okay, we should probably actually say who we are.
Yeah,
I'm
probably.
Omega. He's Lucky.
What's up? Hey, everyone. I hope you are all enjoying Fate Grand Order, aka It's About to Get Golden, the sequel. And while we here at Studio Omega strive to bring you the latest in FGO news and memes, we do have to say that we will be talking about future and current events for both the JP and EN versions of the game, so anyone not wanting spoilers should go fight their altar.
Yep. That's how it is. Yeah, we got... I don't know if it was exactly last week, but there were a couple in there where we had some lighter shows, some shorter shows. This is not going to be one of those shows.
No.
So
we thought it was.
Yeah, then FGO had a panel.
Yeah.
It could be worse. They could have had the panel right after we had the show.
We don't like getting scooped.
We thought it was going to be a nice, relaxing day. We were going to talk about other stuff. Oh, no. The announcement is now. We'll get into that.
Honestly, yeah.
So let's ask the important question first. Where the fuck is Ron?
Breaking a tradition and not watching live E3 presentations with the team portraying Cockbite. He apologized, though.
Yeah, he just slept, and I don't know why his computer was on the whole time, but...
Yeah.
He overslept. He missed E3. He missed nothing.
Yeah, I said the EA presentation was today, so we watched it, and I still feel like I missed something.
Yeah, it was not... I mean, I watched some of it back with other people's commentary. There are a couple of details we missed, but at the same time, it didn't really add anything. Yeah. By the way, that is the thing we're doing. If you were following E3, be sure to hop in our Discord. We have been in the general chat and the general voice chat and just watching and talking along. We've actually heard from some people in our community with their voices. Astonishing. All right, well, with that out of the way, let's check in with everybody's favorite Kohai, Mash.
Senpai, 起きてください.
That's right, it's time for Wake the Fuck Up Senpai, our regular segment for Protips. Today's pro tip is probably very relevant, not just to the current event, but also potentially future events. So you have 10 team setups, utilize them. Build a couple teams with different servants and different uses. This is a good idea in events like the current one in English, because because of the CE spread, you need a different team for Dragon Balls. The whatever, merit orbs, what are they called? They're Dragon Balls, who cares? And then
Dragon Balls.
You need another one for Lotuses. So
yeah, personally, right now I have 3 event teams set up. The worst part is I accidentally will go into the wrong team with a quest with the wrong team, and that's always a hassle. Mm-hmm. So make sure you're picking the right team. Yeah,
and just take a couple archetype concepts an arts focused team, maybe a quick focused or a buster focused, and just build them out. Put your support slot in there somewhere where you use it, and just keep those in your back row when you just need a quick team and you don't want to just shuffle around for daily farming or whatever. Because I personally have a couple of teams which are just whatever's best suited to the current environment, and then I've got a couple of backups. I got a buster focused team, I got a team set up to support Jean, Alter, stuff like that. So let's do records from the throne. That means you start.
Well, I can't really say this is a really much of an achievement, but I felt like belonging in here. I picked Siegfried from the 3 Million campaign, because he was the only SR I didn't have at the time. I have every other SR, some of them at MP levels, between 2 to 5. But that's all I really did this week.
Alright, well, so I picked Herc. Martha was the only other one in the campaign that I didn't own, so it was Herc. That's a pretty easy pick. Sorry, Martha.
Rip.
And also I managed to protect David and Thanos Smiles. So that's nice.
Alright. Yep.
David might be relevant in the
nice. It's not all the world's evil, but damn close. These are a bit more personal. They're not actually game related. One's just funny, and one's just an excuse.
Well, it's kind of game related.
So, just the other day, we did a collab with Voice. He's probably hard at work editing it. But beforehand, we did our usual fucking about. But the fucking about wasn't just because, he had stuff to talk about. It's because Voice couldn't get his mic to work, like, at all. And it was, like, driving him crazy. And I literally suggested, is your mic muted? And he was like, oh, this is what we like to call the big rip.
Yes, the big rip.
And
also, look out for that video in the future.
That same night, basically after we get done with over 3 hours of recording, the end product's probably not going to be 3 hours, but that's like, that's how much raw data there was. I decided to go out drinking, and I drank way too fucking much. I am still feeling it. Holy shit. So I'm trying not to let it like sound too bad here. I'm not trying to like get into my voice and how I act, but it's pretty bad.
If we sound bad, we just told you. The previous day we recorded for like 3.5 hours of voice. We just did an E3 press conference earlier today. Okay, and now we're doing a show. Alright. We are not afraid to kick our own asses to bring you product.
And I honestly, like, if we hadn't had the Onigashima announcement, I was going to ask if we can postpone this tomorrow just so we can recover, but they dropped that. It's like, we can't. We got to do it. We got to get it out. Get it out.
Now, we want those big relevant views. People are going to be searching.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let's jump into Skelograms, because there were a lot of segments to this.
Mm-hmm.
So, number 1. English. This is technically old news. It's ongoing now. We had a whole news desk about it, but we should talk about it. 3 million DL's campaign started. It's going to go from 6.6 to 6.13, creating a perfect gap for another event to start right after, but we'll get there. We get a little bit of a break from Japan. Hey, remember everybody said NA sucks? Well, hey, we get, for 3 mil, a 3 million DL 4-star ticket. You get a ticket in exchange for one of the tutorial role SRs. So that list was Emilia, Marie Antoinette, Siegfried, Chevalier, Dion, Heracles, Sitheno, Carmilla, Tambo Cat, Elizabeth Bathory, and Martha. So, yeah, that's another free 4-star ticket that they did not get in Japan. And I think it wasn't until like 10 million downloads when they got a much bigger pool of 4 stars, but still, free 4 stars. Also, we get a login period of over 5 days, starting on 6/7. You get 3 Saint Quartz per day for a total of 15. So that's technically, quote-unquote, less than Japan got, but remember, this is still pre-first anniversary, so they were still on 4 Saint Quartz per pull. So you get the same amount of pulls, basically. We are also currently experiencing a double chance for great and super success. And here is the big winner, I think, one of the big winners. The login streak is refreshed, and now hero proofs are replaced with dragon fangs. That's right, every day of the week you get a dragon fang, not a hero proof.
I have like 300 hero proofs.
Same.
I'm good for a while.
Yeah. And now we're going to get dragon fangs, which is great. Also, as part of this, Rank Up Quests 3 is rolling out. We have seen Medea, Yorale, and Shakespeare happen already, and next should be Arash, followed by Ushi Wakamaru, Asterios, and Kiyohime. I'm super hyped for that. Also, Ushi's is probably very relevant, the fact that she's going to be in an event, so make sure to do that.
Kiyohime.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Kiyo. Because, spoilers, the Onigashima burner servant list is all the servants who were Japanese.
Yep.
In case you didn't get that. So yeah, no, that'll be relevant. And of course, Arash's skill makes him great for those quick turn clues on farming. There's a big just for 3 mana prisms bundle in Da Vinci's Item Workshop. It's like a whole shitload of friend points, some QP, I think, and a couple of extra gold EXPs. Now, I thought that personal training would actually be cycled out, but it's not. It's still in the store, so we also have the personal lesson CE in. So you can get either of those if you need them.
I'm not sure I'm by 1, but, holding out for Chaldea lunchtime.
Uh-huh. And then, of course, there's a 3 million pickup summon. Yay! Skak returns, which is actually kind of a big deal. Like, there are servants she is less rare than, but there are also some that are much more frequent than her. So, she's in there. Also, the gacha RCEs are being swapped out. There's going to be the new Bronze Link Manipulator, Athen Gabla, Bygone Dream, Jeweled Sword Zeltrich, Zelrich, whichever you say that, and the extremely spicy Mapo Tofu.
That one's the most important.
Get ready for your big spicy tofu spooks.
Yeah,
And then all the previous CEs will be available in the FP Gacha once it rotates out. So that's cool. That'll be some new things you can get. You can't get them yet unless you're rolling on the Skak banner, but you can get them later. So let's keep going in chronological order. Let's switch over to what Japan announced on their big 6-6 stream. They're going to do their Extella-Link commemoration. That's going to run from 6-6 to 6-13. So it's got a few days left. There's an Extella-Link commemoration quest in CE, of course. Various Extella items, not just Link, but the original Extella. The CE, the Mystic Code, the Heroic Portraits. They return to the Rare Prism shop. There's a lot of half AP stuff on servant stuff, like interludes and rank ups and whatnot. Just a big, fat list of the entire Link cast. And then a really, really baity banner. It includes a rolling raid up on SSRs, which include Altera, Artoria, Arjuna, Karna, Drake, Tambo, and Jean. By the way, there are days in this banner rotation where none of them is on a specific raid up. They are just generally on raid up. So, that's awful probability. There are also SRs Gawain, Nero, Emiya, Liz, Li Shuwen, Astolfo, and Lancelot, and then rares Robin Hood, Ku, Darius III, Lubu, Castor Gills, and Medusa. So there's a couple of story locks in there, especially in the SR poll. So if you're a collector type, it might be worth it to you to take a couple, throw some tickets, or maybe do a single pull and hope you get lucky. But it's really baity because guess what? This leads into an announcement for GudaGuda 1945, starting 6/13. It's the Imperial Holy Grail War mystery thing. They've got some servants in it. They have established that it will include bonus servants, which include Okita, Nobu, Emiya, Li Shuwen, Medusa, Medea, Mysterious Heroines, X and Alter, Hijikata, and Cha-Cha. Also, presumably, the event servant, who will be SR writer Sakamoto Ryoma. He is super dapper, and also a political revolutionary who pushed for a less feudal Japan, and is also a master swordsman. And also has a dragon girl friend.
I am so on fucking board, you guys don't even know.
Actually, it's his wife. But no, they are a fucking duo, and they double team people, and she turns into a dragon made of ink or something, and it's real fucking rad. It's great. Almost as rad as the Summon Banner, which will include SSR, Alter Ego, Okita Alter, aka Devil Saber, and rare assassin Okada Izo, who is a famous assassin from the Bakumatsu period, and some CEs. Which
just real quick.
Yeah.
Okita Alter, complete left field, but I fucking love her design. I think it's just me, being an evil person myself, but most Alter designs I love more than their actual regular counterparts, and Okita is no exception.
Dark skin, not actually out of left field, but okay. You don't know things, that's fine.
I don't know things, no.
But yeah, no, so that's a big deal. It's hilarious. Okita-san finally gets to shoot beams, but now she is no longer a saber. She is an alter ego, which kind of makes sense. We'll get into that, I'm sure, when they do the actual thing. But yeah, that's not out yet, so guess what? We don't have any news on that. I'm sure we'll gush it at all the big... everybody does those videos with the new animations and stuff right away, so we'll gush about that, I'm sure, when it actually happens. And then, hey, guess what? We got another English announcement. In case you can't tell, we're real fucking dead over here. Tennis Marvel's Folklore, Onigaishima has been announced. It's gonna run 6/14 to 6/27. Called it! Everybody remember that phone that rings sometimes? That was me. Ever since 3 million was announced and put out earlier this week, I cottoned on to the fact that, oh gee, that leaves exactly 2 weeks between the end of Journey to the West and 3 million and the anniversary. I wonder what they could put there. It's Mama. Hey, Galarian, I'm gonna need you to make me a Here's Johnny edit, but with Raikou instead. And it says, Here's Mama. In terms of news, because we don't have a whole lot of details yet, because it was just announced earlier today as we record this, but they're doing a social media campaign, and it is a combo between Facebook and Twitter. They are totaling likes and retweets and shares from both fields. So, if they can get over 15,000, you'll get 4,000 friend points and 1 million QP. That's a big deal, I think. you'll get, if we get over 20,000, you'll get 3 Blazes of Wisdom, that's the 4-star, the gold XP, and then over 25,000, that's 3 Saint Quartz. So, we're not quite to the 10 Saint Quartz level, but we're definitely like, hey, here are more rewards, and it's also much more accessible now that it's on Twitter.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pimp the shit out of that. Everybody, follow, like, and retweet the FGO account on Twitter. Hoo boy, let's see, how long did that take? That took us 15 minutes just to get through the news. Alright, well, let's move on. So, let's really quick, before we get into the big deal, it's going to take up most of the show, let's talk about Journey to the West second impressions. My only bullet point I wrote before this was, now it's grinding hell.
Yeah, I've not been, personally, I've not been on top of it as I should have been. I'm super behind. I still got one, Nightingale CE, I can't remember her actual CE name. I have like 2 more Ox Kings I need to get. I haven't cleared out all the stuff I wanted from the first event store. Still working, and I'm like, and the second event store is just kind of slowly, mockingly laughing at me. You know, this.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
I have been super busy. But I'm not as slow as Lucky. I think I got all my Iron Fanes. I need like 1 more Ox King. But guess what? Then I think I'm fucking done. But I get all my Ox Kings. I'm not gonna like push for the extra Iron Fan drops or anything.
Well, I know for a fact I need the damn feathers because Sanzo needs them, and I want to try and get some of the cookies.
Yeah, I should probably double check what's in the store. There are probably some mats I might want a few of, but I got most of the Part 1 stuff out of the way. The getting that done early enough that you can do the like 100 Talisman repeatable quest, which gives you just shitloads of all the Part 1 drops. If you actually find the time to run that a couple times, you can get that store cleaned up pretty quick. But the problem is just finding the time to get those talismans and stuff. But, yeah, no, I definitely hit a brick wall just trying to figure out, like, team comp and stuff, and then, like, and just, I don't know what it is, but it feels like the difficulty level is just a skosh too intense for the way this event is set up, right? Like, it's just a little too annoying to be a comfortable farming type situation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for Dragon Balls, the best quest you can do, repeatable, is the 40 AP to fight Ox King and some Snake Ladies. I have a level 100 Mordred. She is Grailed. She has a lot of foes. I still got my ass kicked a couple times until I was like, okay, no, fuck it. Level 90 Altera comes along, and I'm going to make sure I grab a friend with Drake and Iron Fan. Then I can just blow through. But still, like, when I have literally the tool for this job, and I'm still getting my butt kicked, like, and assume I'm not a complete idiot with my team comp, but, like, I'm using event servants mostly, and then you're just slapping my shit. I'm like, okay, this is just a little too much extra effort to be a solid farm situation.
Welcome to the Journey of the West, where to keep you on the edge of your seat.
Real fun, only it's not. And then, of course, what you actually spend the Dragon Orbs on is, those quests are quite redonk sometimes. Very weird composition. So yeah, the first part was easy, the second part's not so fun. We see where people are coming from.
That's it. The first part had the story in it, so...
That said...
you know, it had something to alleviate the farming a little bit. You know, it had tension breaks. Now It's just all tension, no relaxation.
What you're working towards is more quests so you can grind more.
Yeah.
I will say they're this rebalanced version is super generous with the lotuses. I'm really glad we got those updates for more lotus drops, because otherwise this would be redonkulous.
Yeah.
Like, right now I get, like, plus 20 lotus drops, I think.
Running around, like, plus 15 right about now.
Yeah, my current setup.
I've
got one more Ox King than you just said, because I'm on my last one. So, that's about right. So, if you're trying to get lotuses, it's super easy. But even then, that's a shitload. Like, man, there's a lot of stuff in that store. But hoo boy. Okay.
Alright, deep breath.
Deep breath, because now we got a lot of talking to do. I've been doing most of this. You wrote most of these notes, Lucky. Do you want to take this?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Right, so here's what probably like a good 3/4 of you clicked for. It's the Onigashima Pre-Game. So it's going to be another raid event, much akin to Rashomon, with, you know, the raid bars and BP, but they're adding a few new features, and one of them is bonus servants that will do additional damage. And I put on a list here real quick of all the bonus servants. Bear with me for a moment. So, Minamoto no... Excuse me?
It's a long list.
It is a long list. So, at the top of the list, at 100% bonus damage is Minamoto no Yorimitsu, Mama Raiko, Sakata Kentoki Rider, who's the event welfare. At 80%, you got Sakata Kentoki, the normal Berserker version, Shuten Doji, and Ibaraki Doji. You also have Kiyohime, Ushiwakamaru, Fumukotaro, Musashibo Benkei, and, no wait, not Benkei, I'm sorry, he's 60%.
Yeah.
My bad. So 60% is Musashibo Benkei, Amakusa Shiro, Emiya Assassin, Okita Soji, Oda Nobunaga, Sasaki Kojiro, Tamano no Mai, Ryoko Shiki Saber, and Ryoko Shiki Assassin.
I find it a little weird that Tamamo Cat is not on this list, but the regular Tamamo is.
Yeah, it is. I don't know, maybe... I don't know.
I mean, technically, I guess she's technically from the moon, because that's when that happened.
Yeah.
Everybody go
if
play
you've heard,
CCC, except you can't.
If you heard some names that you guys don't have, don't worry. That's because there is an event banner with featuring a rate up on the SSR Limited Berserker Minamoto no Yorimitsu, also known as Mama Raiko, and the Well Buddy Banana, the SR Berserker Ibaraki Doji. Also on this rate up is the new rare assassin Fuma Kotaro, as well as Kiyohime and Ushiwakamaru. The event gachas, CEs are the SSR Dumplings Over Flowers, the SR The Faithful Dog That Waits, oh my god, that art, and the rare CE Hidden Blade Pheasant Reversal. Now, as with before, your damage will be calculated into your raid points for sweet loot, going all the way to 200 million. Unlike Rashomon, though, even if you fail the battle, you will still get to keep the damage you inflict.
Also,
raid points...
important thing to note real quick is the Rashomon number was 300 million.
Yeah,
this is only 200 million.
So it's not going to be... It's definitely going to be a much more... I won't say more relaxed, but less stressful, because this thing has some gimmicks on its own. But first, the raid point rewards includes the usual apples, mana prisms, and QP, as well as essential materials such as feathers, crystal, war horns, spirit roots, and demon hearts. You'll also find the Kentoki Rider Ascension item, Golden Bear Lighter, as well as one copy of the event CE Golden Sumo, and several copies of the event CE Hot Springs of the Moon. Both of those CEs provide an attack bonus during the event, with Golden Sumo starting at 100, max limit break 200, damage for one servant, and Hot Springs providing 50% maxed up to 100% damage to the party.
So the same thing as Rashomon. Also, Hot Springs I'm making the okay hand right now, guys.
What's hilarious is I was doing the same thing.
Of course we were.
Anyone who knows a little bit about Japanese folklore knows about Onigaishima, how it's like, they say, the Demon Isle of Oni. And this raid is going to be featuring multiple tiers of the island, with different bosses who must be defeated before matching Ushigozen. So, there's a green Oni, who's the caster, with Kojiro Assassin for support. There's a blue Oni, Saber, with Tamamo as caster support. And then there is a red Oni, Rider, with Kiyohime, Berserker support. And then Raiko, Berserker, as the finish. Each Oni's color means it has inherent damage resistance, it's 50%, to the respective card type, which will heavily influence your choices of damage dealer. There are bean items in the shop, which will enhance your chosen color by 50% for a run, which will negate the penalty.
There are also some free quests you can do to get more beans.
Yeah.
They are limited.
Yeah, there are a limited resource, so you can't just use them willy-nilly.
That said, remember that these are in a cycle. This is the above order that we read out is I'm pretty sure that's the actual order that it'll occur. So, there is a post game which has slightly different servant supports, though we'll probably be able to talk about that before it happens on the next show if we really need to. But they just switch out which servants they're paired with a little, so just pay attention and you should be okay.
Yep. Like before, we get 8 BP for the event, which can be used to challenge 100k or 300k for 1 BP, 1 million or 3 million for 2 BP, and 6 million for 3 BP. So as long as you can do about 3.5 million on the 6 million, that's where your most efficient farming is. But the 3 million isn't a huge loss if you can't last long enough. There is going to be event currency in the form of the Demonic Crest Hamper, Textile Brocade, and Coral of the Dragon King Palace. Real quote, this is just direct translations from the Japanese. They might be called something different.
They might be called something different, but basically, there's a hamper thing, there's a bundle of cloth, and then there's some magic dragon coral.
Yeah.
That's it. You'll know what
the
they
event
are.
Shop You'll know what they are. The event shop contains 4 copies of Golden Sumo, as well as the usual XP cards, foes, mana prisms, and an assortment of mana pieces, monuments, and ascension items.
Which is very good.
As usual, there's a story to this event as well. It looks like the first couple acts you have to do before the raid, which also gives you the temporary Rider Kentoki. These don't actually take much AP and will give you a decent spread of events drops, a free event drops, a free CE, and ultimately your permanent copy of Kentoki. It also gets you a Holy Grail, 15 quartz, 6 ticket, and some free quests you can do for BP.
Oh, also I forgot to jot this down, because we were literally doing these notes right up until running the show. Most of the enemies in this are either just rando berserker mobs, or they're just, much like with Ibaraki Doji, they're just weaker versions of the raid boss. So, like, if you're doing 6 million HP runs, a, 30 or 40k version of the boss is nothing.
Yeah.
So,
but that's the pregame. You got anything you want to add, Omega?
Well, we might want to talk a little about the strategy. So we mentioned how these guys do some resisting to some certain damage types, which for some is not a problem, but for others is a huge pain in the butt. That first one, the caster one, the fact that it resists quick, that's real rough. Most single target riders that are in the game are quick. And in fact, most riders that are in the game, period, are quick. So, now we mentioned before, Ushi has bonus damage, full-blown 80%, so that reduces her down to 40% plus damage, and then you can stick CEs on her. But unfortunately, he's the first one, so, you gotta work through it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that'll probably be a tough start. You're probably gonna want to get those green beans and try them to make sure you can really do. Otherwise, friends, countrymen, fellow masters, this is a raid event. We are all in this together. If you own a Queen Maeve or a Super George, for the love of God, put them in your supports. I know they're not event servants, but if you have that power, please, lend us your strength. Because, oh boy, they are literally the only single target riders who are not quick in the game right now. I know there's always that temptation for bonus damage, but damage period is always great.
Yeah.
The Sailor one's a little tougher, because, if you have an Orion or a Urale ready, which you really should, because Urale is very useful in the current event, the upcoming event, and then an upcoming story chapter. She's actually an okay servant, especially now that she has an arts boost. But you'll probably want your blue beans for that, but the Onis count as male, so hey, that's great. Otherwise, just, there's a couple you could pick from. If you really wanted to, you could try to use Emiya and Nobu, but I think they're only 60% damage plus, and they're still AoE, so that might be a little rough for your big damage run. And then the red one's freaking easy, because guess what? Assassin Shiki is a 60% up servant in this event, and she has a single target quick noble phantasm. I bet the instant death won't be able to proc, but still, knife. Also, another fun fact, this was communicated to me by Jubiforce in our Discord. So, the Raiko boss is the perfect cross-section for Nobu. She is both divine and riding, and a berserker, which means even if Nobu is doing, an AoE, her Noble Phantasm will do big damage. Big damage, alright? Throw the 200% on her. I think at high levels, her skills and NP level are already, crazy high multipliers. You're gonna do some work, so keep that in mind. And God help everyone who wasn't playing until after GudaGuda came out. We're sorry.
Rip.
Big rip. In that case, I don't know. Take your chances with your Kintoki writer. That's something also was pointed out. You know how we talked about event servants for a long time with voice? He's going to work on that video for a while. We waxed long and hard about how just amazing Kintoki writer is. So, you get your temporary before the first raid starts. Just feed that boy all your EXPs and just let him rip. He's got 100% damage modifier. He's got a great Noble Phantasm. Just fuck the quick resistance. Smash the enemy. Just go nuts. It'll probably work out. And that's really the pregame.
Alright, so one last thing.
Go ahead, Lucky.
Yeah, I read quickly. But, so this is one of those filler topics I had, but I wanted to talk about it because it's been goddamn amazing. So, if you guys, follow any artists, FGO artists on, Twitter or Pixiv or what have you, you've probably been seeing a lot of FGO Fusion Art. It has completely blown up, and I have been loving it. It's just, it's so amazing to see how, servants, look in, other servants' costuming. I mean, because they did it here and there, because I remember...
Tag translates is, fused to My Room servants, because there's a random My Room button. You can randomly put a servant in My Room. I think that's a feature that JP added. So, that is just what you do is an art challenge. And then people have been running with it.
Yep. I think one of my favorites is, did someone fuse Nightingale and Morty, so it's Nightingale and Morty suit. I'm all like, this is top civ! This is good! I've seen, oh god, who? I've seen Skahawk and Asterios, and Skahawk is basically, looking so tribal and shit. I'm like, it is amazing. I mean, I am so happy I live in this time right now.
Yeah, no, it's a real fun trend. And I said to maybe recall some of the favorites, but let's see if we can maybe track down some other ones that are really good, because I'm just gonna go to our, I'm
gonna just go to our art dump channel. Here we go, let's see here. Oh, wait, no. Omega posted 50 fucking pictures of Marie Antoinette because we found her translated profile.
Alright, I'm still in Modern Sabers. Alright,
so Modern Sabers.
I found one by @Horosuke. That was Lancer Artoria and Kiara, so it's finalist Kiara and Lancer Artoria.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That one is that is good civilization.
Here's another one by @Hitoseren, which is Osakawa Hime and Summer Mash, and it's just super smug face Osakawa Hime in Mash's bikini, or not even bikini, it's a summer dress thing. That's just great.
Where's mine?
I retweeted one by @Hyokoru, which is Bryn and Caster Gilgamesh. Caster Gilgamesh doesn't have a shirt, so a very embarrassed Bryn is covering her chest. There's one by @HKTPE_GKai, which is 100 Personas in St. Martha. Unfortunately, St. Martha does not have the abs that 100 Personas does. And there's a really funny one, which is Karna and Summer Nobu swapped, and it just... they're just facing away from an explosion with sunglasses on, and Nobu is wearing Karna's getup, and Karna is wearing Nobu's getup, so it's both of them swapped.
It was good.
There's an adorable one
here's
of Jaguar and Medusa.
Here's one of my favorite. Lancelot and Tamamo. Lancelot wearing Tamamo's outfit. Mm-hmm. Top kek. I fucking love it.
With his huge pecs filling in.
His huge pecs. One of the most adorable ones I saw, fucking Nursery Rhyme and Caesar. Basically, Nursery Rhyme in that red jacket. It's
that was a
precious.
Really good one. Another really adorable one that I'm looking at is Altera and one of Paul Bunyan's outfits, which is the green one. Mm-hmm. The kind of uniform, which is just Altera looks a little embarrassed. There's a fusion of Ryder Kentucky and St. Martha, which just works. Diluted leather jacket Martha.
I have an adorable one of outfit. Fran wearing Helena's outfit. It is pure and beautiful, as it should be.
Very good. There's one with regular vanilla Alturia and in Asafo's casual outfit, and it just works. And somewhere Camper is dead.
Medea's wearing Nursery Rhymes outfit, and she's very embarrassed. Seriously, guys, do we put our go on Twitter, look at it. It's if you like FGO art, it is a great time. Oh my god, Carmilla Caster Nero's outfit, yas.
Yeah, I'm looking at one that's a Nightingale and Antonio Salieri's outfit, which works great for her.
Good.
There's a kind of neat one, which is Matahari and Siegfried, which looks,
Boudica and Emiya, it really works for Boudica.
Yes. There's one of Carmilla and Castor Summer Nero. So she's got like the twin tails and the sling style, and she's very, very concerned about this. Very embarrassed.
I love how everyone, like, anytime people draw a fan art of Camilla, they always make her super embarrassed. She's like so haughty and like overbearing in game, but it's like no, you get her out of her S&M costume, and she is a delicate little flower.
There's one of Medea and Hassan of Serenity, where she seems very annoyed, but it's pretty good.
Here's one of Tamamo Cat and Altair. That actually works really well.
There's one of now Medusa and Mash's summer outfit, so like the summer dress kind of swimming dress thing, which is a little short on Medusa.
Alright, I think I have to scroll past all mine. I'm getting back into girls' front light art.
Well, here's another one you might like. Tamo Cat and Kintoki. So, Golden Cat with just the big fluffy jacket. There was another popular one that I liked, which was, I forgot her name for a second, Suzuka Gozen and Herc.
Really?
So yeah. When I saw
the only Suzuka Gozen one I've seen is with Martha wearing her outfit. And she has cat ear. It's adorbs.
There's one really of, I think it's Passion Lip in Ushi's outfit, which is very stressful for poor Passion Lip. Okay, now we're past it in my timeline of all the ones I retweeted. But we retweeted a whole bunch. We just linked a whole bunch. You guys can find the tag. It's got Japanese characters in it, though, so we can't, speak it to you.
You want to just copy-paste it into the description?
Yeah, I'll put it in the description. You guys can find the hashtag. I'll put it in the description of the episode.
Yeah, because it's very good stuff. It's amazing, and I want these people to get known for what they did. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, and I mean, we follow a lot of artists on.
Real talk. My
Twitter.
my Twitter has all I see 90% of it is Moonspeak. Really is now.
Right now, I see a lot of stuff about E3 that keeps getting retweeted.
Oh yeah, now it's E3, but that's a whole nother can of worms there. Oh man, Omega, what's our time at? Because we got through that a lot quicker than I thought we would.
Yeah, we're only at about 40 minutes.
Jesus.
Now, we're still running a poll on CE Spotlight. So, that's in the previous video. I can always put it in this video. You think I should put the poll up again in this video?
Yeah.
Alright, so that'll be between, I think it was Black Grail, Prisma Cosmos, and Heaven's Feel. So that'll be in this video as well. And remember, to use polls on YouTube, just click the I, the actual letter I in the corner. Click or tap it, and that'll open a sidebar, and there will be the poll. Last I checked, though, Black Grail was winning. But we'll see if this one is different. And we are also running a poll for the next Teach Me Omega Sensei on our Patreon. There are a couple of patrons who haven't voted, and of course, obviously, if you decide to support us on Patreon, you can also get in there. There's about a week left in that poll. I think it's tied up right now. Which, of course, if it stays tied up means Lucky gets the tiebreak.
I already know what I'm going to pick.
Official rule. So right now we are tied between What is a Noble Phantasm and then class containers and how they're used. And so sadly, How Do Servants Get Altered is not at all winning.
It makes me sad. That's the one I would have picked.
Yeah. But that'll be really interesting. So go ahead. There's two of you who haven't voted. You should know which ones you are. That's our $5 and up level. And like I said, obviously, if you sign up, you can, of course, jump in and get a chance. Let's see. Is there anything else we wanted to cover? We've already done a spotlight. And we've talked about the spotlight, and we've talked about Teach Me Omega Sensei.
Well, we can go on the meme of the week. I mean, at this point, if we got time, we can just effing tangent. And I do want to tangent a little bit on...
Well, honestly, we've heard people love our longer videos, so we can make longer videos. Yeah. We can fuck around for a little bit. I'm trying to think. Is there anything I wanted to say a little? I mean... We don't want to talk about how there was a little bit of a... We don't want to talk at length about how there was a little bit of a controversy blow-up over the 1945 event.
Yeah.
Listen, we're both Americans. We could honestly try and be pissed off about this, but we're not. So, I I understand there was possibly some poor timing on Japan's part about when they announced it, and it just happened to also coincide with some stuff that, there are real concern issues to be had, but, like, it's just an event, guys. Calm down. We think we thought it was a little ridiculous that it immediately jumped to, like, conspiracy level. They must apologize. They are deliberately doing us wrong. No, I'm pretty sure they're just, because I'm pretty sure this event is based on a concept from, like the Koha Ace mangas and stuff. Like, this
I actually did, like, a little research into Devil Saber, because, like, I was like, wait a minute, is Okinawa actually a thing? So I had to look into it. I was like, oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, no,
so this is,
like,
this
is
he is
based
right.
on the stuff that those characters are from.
Yeah. So this is not anything actually new.
Yeah, no. This is just, it happens to be timed that way. And also, interestingly enough, okay, they talk about fighting Japan's enemies, but given the servants, like, Nobu, Okita, Sakamoto, Ryoma, they've all been, like, revolutionaries in Japan, right? So,
yeah,
quote-unquote, Japan's enemies is a very broad term, depending on how this works out.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of the servants. Also, that was a great fucking PV that they had for this.
Yeah, like, see, the thing is, like, the GudaGuda events are kind of, fun, whimsical, good time to be had. You see the PV, and you're looking at it like, this looks like it's gonna be some real serious fucking shit.
Uh-huh.
That's what, I'm kind of concerned about. I'm
hopeful the story at least has a more serious tone. That was something we also talked about at length with Voice, is how I personally feel kind of bad that, like, as event characters, Nobu and, like, Cha-Cha are probably not coming back in the story, and as gag characters, they are not taken seriously.
Like we mentioned, Cha-Cha, real fucking serious character.
Oh, that girl like her skills are, like, you think, it's how cute, look at, she has a special golden rule, Calamity, and she's got an innocent monster, Flame, and then she's got Curse of the Sun. Yeah, no, she has a real serious backstory.
Yeah. And, like, I can understand Nobu kind of being a gang, because that's how, she originated.
Right.
But, even Nobu is...
They utilized her, they specifically, as a servant, designed her to be a weird, quirky character in a weird, quirky setting, and then they just turned that into a joke.
Yeah, because Nobunaga was kind of a weird, quirky person, so, I was like, yeah, I'll roll with it.
Exploding teapots.
But, yeah, so I see this, the PV, oh my god.
Is Nobu finally going to be serious?
I'm hyped.
I'm ready for Nobu-san to be serious.
Yeah.
I'm also ready for Future Omega to die horribly, because there's an Okita raid up, and then there's a Okita Alter raid up, right after each other, and that's a deep cut, Future me.
That is a deep cut to our wallets. What's probably going to be a more recent deep cut is, I think we mentioned this before, but Extella-Link, it's out now. People are playing it. People are posting screenshots. We're not getting it here in the North Americas until this winter. They haven't actually put out a proper date. But we still get to see the screenshots, and boy howdy, they are putting some detail on some interesting spot.
Yes, you want to jump into Meme of the Week? And that's how we'll round out the show?
Yeah. Well,
all right. So I wrote this.
Just something I want to talk about.
I wrote it, so I should say it. Showing some lovely PS4 share screenshots, I commented, the true power of HD graphics, 60 frames of butts per second, and of course, they were low-angled shots of Astolfo in the casual costume with the skirt.
Mm-hmm. There's a second screenshot.
There are some very interesting, some interesting Tomo angles of her in the JK outfit, the school uniform,
laying on the couch, and there is definitive butt curve. You're like, I'm all like, yes.
Yeah, they.
It honestly feels like the moment, people always do when you get a new figure, is you always flip it to check. Mm-hmm. It's like, what are they wearing underneath?
Even the voice actresses make sure to flip their own figures and check.
Yes. It is something you do. And looking at the game, I'm still, super fucking hyped.
Yeah, graphically, at the very least, they've really stepped up the game. The first Extella doesn't look bad. At least, I'm running it on a regular PS4 on an HDTV. It doesn't look bad. It looks
could be better,
fine.
But you know what? I'm
this
happy
looks
with what I got.
a lot cleaner and sharper. Yeah.
Like, if I remember correctly, I think the Noble Phantasm version was like the extra was like the same price as like a regular game.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
The English release here was normally $40 for like the disc pack version.
Yeah, and I got us the Noble Phantasm, so we got all that extra shit for like only like another extra $20, and then it was a good deal. But yeah, so and I feel like that I didn't get gypped out of my money because I still had a fun fucking time. I played more for the waifus than for the gameplay. But I'm looking at like how Extella-Link is making them like this might be some good ass damn gameplay.
Yeah, no, they definitely look like they've upped the game with a lot of the animations. Like we said, the graphics are a lot more crisp and clear. Just watch all the trailers. There are a lot of good trailers just spotlighting every character with their little intro. You show their animations, which are really swag for a lot of the characters. Like they go all out with like Skahawk with like the multiple gay bolts. Astolfo has like 3 different weapons he uses. Fucking Lancelot with his, pulling out his submachine guns and stuff and the fucking telephone pole. Like, they go all out on doing the stuff that we don't yet have, I think. I don't think Lancelot's gotten, the regular Lancelot, for example, has gotten an animation update in FGO. Like, where's that? Give me that shit. Like, that boy could use some animation updates. Yeah, it's really, really neat. And they've got a lot of bonus costumes if you like DLC, like Vanity DLC. There's
Vanity DLC is like one of the few DLC I kind of okay with.
Like there's there's a lovely like military uniform Skahawk, which is a very popular fan art subject. I've seen the casual. I don't know if it's buyable or if it's an unlock, but there's the casual Astolfo. All of this in Wada Arco's inestimable style.
Oh yeah, they recently announced a DLC pack of like all these swimsuits for characters.
Which we are feverishly hoping that some of these are spoilers for the upcoming summer lineup in FGO. Like there's a swimsuit Jean with her fucking like casual headphones, and I'm like, yes, do it, FGO, do summer Jean.
Drake in a one piece, which I thought was much adorbs.
Though I will say, Drake does have a swimsuit design in one of the CEs, but if she's not a welfare, she could easily have multiple levels. Like Nero, for instance, swimsuit has like 3 different swimsuits, which are all based on different swimsuit designs she's had in different games and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, because
there's also
Nero and Tamamo...
There's a really weird casual Karna with like his hair down, which is kind of hilarious. Let me see if I can find some
and let's not forget Medusa's. When we both had like the initial same reaction when we saw that.
Right, literally, I posted the collection, and you were like, what was it, like, Ryder Onesen, I don't think that counts as a swimsuit, and I immediately said, oh my god, that was my exact thought. I literally had the same thought.
It is, it kind of looks like her regular outfit, but she's wearing, like, leg and arm armor. I'm just like...
Specifically, it looks a lot like her 3rd Ascension sprite in FGO, like, with the hearts cut out of her mini dress in certain places. So, very strategical.
Oh my goodness.
Let me see if I can actually find that image. Which channel was that? Was that in games? Or was that in art?
I don't know. I don't know.
I will search our Discord.
We did, also the Heavens, Feel English dub has come out and gone. I didn't go personally because I'm now, air quotes, in between jobs, so I had to save a bit of money. But from what I hear, people aren't that much of a fan of the dubbing. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's not...
That's always a big risk with Fate, I think. Especially with FGO. Like, you hear the Japanese voices every day.
I do. I honestly do think I am a bit biased towards, listening to it subbed. Like, a lot of people, say, like, how can you do that? You have to read and look at the screen at the same time. It's like, I've been doing this since I was 10. It's like, also, I am more than used to it. Guess what?
If you learn enough common animisms... Yeah. It's really not hard. You can track a lot of dialogue just by feel. Oh, yeah, okay, I found it. I don't know what channel it's in, but I found it. So, Good job. Drake is in, like, she's got a hat, and she's got, like, a summer dress type, like, swimming suit. Tamamo, Nero, and Skahawk are all exactly like their versions from the actual summer game. Liz has the frilly 2-piece type. Altera's got kind of a school swimsuit type 1-piece, like not quite the same color, but like that style. Like,
Yeah.
she's doing something sporty. She's got her hair in a ponytail and goggles. Ryder is just literally like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Astolfo is also in the frilly two-piece. There are also dudes with summer costumes, believe it or not, in Link. Like, I think that's Gawain with, like, shorts and sunglasses. Stuff like that. I really like the genre look, though, because it's, like, it's a little relaxed. It's like, two pieces, but she's, like, she's not even, I think, set up to swim. It's just, you know, casual summer clothes.
It's like she's going jogging on the beach.
Mm-hmm. She's got sneakers. She got her headphones.
She's just a modern girl in a modern world.
Yeah, and I don't know if there has been a full, like, collection of every, like, different look that is available in Link already. Because it only did just come out. Like, it's the 9th today, so the commemoration in Japan was on the 6th.
Yeah, it's been 3 days.
Yeah, so it's only been out a few days. Some people have yacked about it constantly. Sorry, I'm
going to try and avoid spoilers, though.
Of a swimsuit Jean, just in a battle pose, but also summer style.
Yeah.
More costumes when Delightworks.
People we keep saying this, but after Grand Prix Fantasy, like, blew FGO out of the water with their summer Jean, everyone's, like, pretty much screaming that FGO needs to do a summer Jean now as Revengeance. That's not actually a word I hear, but I like using it because I fucking love that game.
Uh-huh. It can be a word.
It can be a word. I'm gonna make it a word.
We can say Revengeance. That was one of my team setups during Prison Tower, was Team Revenger. That was my Get Fucked Dantes team.
Dunk.
I dunked on him real good.
I'm like really hoping we get a Summer John.
That'd be good. Yeah, I think we've made some predictions. Everybody wants summer guys, like, verbally, but I don't know if, like, Delightworks knows whether or not whether that's worth the sales risk, because I'm sure it sounds like it could be risky to them to be like, we could use slots for waifus though. Like, do we want to do that? We only put out so many.
Like, I think it's just, I think they should, just to be fair at this point, because they've been like, as I said, like, before Achilles and Chiron showed up, there was a big.
And now we're getting another couple, like, we're getting another male welfare, kind of.
Yeah.
Like,
And then Siga showed up too.
Yeah.
And,
Sieg was in that bundle with Achilles and Chiron.
Yeah. But as I said, again, the new SSR, guess what? It's another waifu.
Well, no, obviously that makes sense, because Okija is super popular, and here is the variant of her who makes sense in the story. And who knows, there might be a part 2 gacha with more characters. Always be alert. The Lightworks is tricksy.
Guard your wall.
They want to get your money. We've experienced this a lot in English, where they've just been like, now this is the real FGO schedule. This is the, oh, surprise, even though you're only halfway done with this event, we're going to stick another banner and event in here. And then right after, we're going to do another event with another banner. And then after that, we're going to do the celebration, which will involve more banners. Oh, actually, we should mention that. FGO has announced they're doing a big panel on, I think, the 5th at AX, where our good friend Voice will be, by the way. So if you're there, be sure to try and find him. I think he said that his badge will have an 8-bit Abigail on it. So that's how you can identify that guy. If you can't identify him by the sound of his voice, Jesus. How bad are you, audience? But yeah, supposedly they're having a big panel to commemorate the first anniversary then, which will include guests like Kanasumi, Saber's VA. I think it was Shiokawa was going to be there again. One of the other major voice actors who does, like, Gilda Ray's and Arash and stuff. Some other big names. He's going to be there as well. I'm sure our boy Albert will be there also. Even though right now he's I don't know which convention he's at where they just dropped this Onigashima shit on us, but he's out there, I'm sure, right now, laughing at us. Oh, you thought your clairvoyance would save you. No, fuck you. Onigashima. It's actually on time. You thought it would be, it is.
But...
And the money's just...
this reminds me of something I want to segue something real quick. So, over in Japan, it's not really, like, news or anything, but they're about to have their third FGO Fest, and they're actually having, like, an event, like a physical event people can go to. and it's super fucking cool. Like they're gonna have food. They have their food court's gonna be like the Chaldea kitchen. They're gonna have event booths. They have a big ass stage. They have like testing areas for like FGO VO, arcade, the new board game. What was that called?
That's another thing that's gonna be at I think it was AX. They're gonna in America they're gonna have demos of the PSVR Fate Grand Order thing with MASH and Artoria. So that's cool, but they're still working on that. They're gonna just
let's see here. And here's the interesting thing. The theme of the third FGO FS is journey. And so, like, the main thing is you have an Artoria, like, in a one-piece white dress with, like, a big sun hat. Mm-hmm. You have Jean on the side with, like, a big trunk. You have Mash on the other side carrying a big bag. So I'm hoping
I think this was also their key visual to tie in for their anniversary, right? The third one?
Yeah. So I'm wondering, how much of that is going to be translated into the actual third festival? Is it going to be like a costume, maybe? Because it's super fucking cute. Can I save this image? Yeah, I'm going to save this image just because it's goddamn cute. And
I might go ahead and shoot that over to me on Discord. I might make that the bed image for the episode because I don't have a good one of those yet.
Okay.
And that's another FGO official key visual, so that's a really good background image.
Yeah.
Right.
So they have the Project Zone. Oh, FGO Duel. That's what. Let's see here. Yeah, they're gonna have like a treasure exhibition area where you can take photos, ceremonial paint corner. You get fucking command seals. You can go sit at the Ozymandias' throne, get pictures taken there. It's like just a bunch load of booths where you can buy a fuck ton of FGO merch. They have a grand stage where they're going to be showing off everything. I'm like, when do we get this stuff over here? This makes me like so angry.
Well, once again, my friend, Japan just hit 13 million downloads, and we just hit 3 million. Well, we might have had more, but this is when the event milestone that we're closest to when they issued the event to us was 3 million. So. Get about 10 million more downloads. We can do it. We have way more population in this US. Everybody start playing FGO.
Do it.
It's great.
Yeah, I just wanted to segue on that real quick.
No, that's a really good point to bring up. We're at a very important time for FGO, both our own home English server and the origin Japanese server. We are entering a very important time. And shortly after that important time, we will also be entering a very important time for the show. Because we are only a couple of months away from our 1 year anniversary of doing this, Let's Talk FGO. It won't be exactly episode 52 or anything, because we didn't start doing this weekly. We're sorry, it's not going to match up like that. But
no. It'll
be close, because this is 41, and then next week I really have to remember. I got to remember to make a 42 joke, and cut out some of its Journey of the Sorcerer, which is the iconic theme tune at the start of it. Because I'm me, and I can't not make that joke. But now we're over an hour, so I don't think there's a lot we need to necessarily push on for. We've given the people their hour. Yeah, that's a good image.
Just a real quick thing from... I tentatively put this in master feedback, but we've been looking at our analytics recently, and you, our dear listeners, really like to hear us talk.
Yeah, we did the math, and I think in the past 28 days we've had, nearly 60,000 minutes, which is close to 1,000 hours. Which, by the way, is more hours than there are in 28 days. So that's real good.
No, it's very good. You make us feel good about what we are doing,
which is really key. We want to feel good about doing this, and we want you to feel good about listening.
Win-win.
Yeah, so that's a really good point to master feedback. So yeah, no, we see you guys out there. We see you doing. Even if you don't comment, we still see. We see views. We see the analytics and stuff. We love to see that.
Yeah, you guys do you. You guys do you. We'll still be here.
And that said, we really do love when you do all that stuff. Like the videos. Those are always helpful.
We're actually starting to get up there in comments and likes and all that crazy stuff too.
We have a decent stable. That's really fun to see. And sometimes we just get people who come across them at random, which is really great. That's the thing you really want to see, is just people coming into a video for the first time.
Yeah, we're starting to get more people who saying, I just saw you pop up on the side. One of our first subscribers, Burn Senpai, says that's how she found us. It's just on a sidebar of another guy, and you still post to the Reddit, right? Our videos?
Yes, every week. And I don't always get downvoted immediately anymore.
Yeah, I know. Like, we are doing slow and steady progress. We're starting to, like, percolate around the FGO community. People know us. Bigger names know us. Voice shield us for at least a good 5 to 10 minutes in the collab video for us.
Obviously, he did go to the trouble of inviting us.
Yeah.
By the way, keep an eye out for that on Voice's channel. I don't... God's help him. He with that monster he has to edit and try and keep coherent, so... Because he was of the opinion to just record everything, so... It's his own fault, but also, good luck to him.
Godspeed, sailor.
Because guess what? He invited us to do a production, and you know how our episodes with him go. And then he just had an open-ended, long-form topic. So, oh boy.
Oh boy. It was good, though. It was good discussion.
Yeah.
I made the horrible mistake of not eating before, though, and I nearly died.
Yeah, that's bad.
Like, I fondly recall this as like I was like as I was going downstairs, I like basically yelled, "I'm so hungry, my class just changed to Saber." I thought that was top kick for me personally. I am funny. Laugh at me.
Ooh, boy.
All right, well, yeah. So that's basically the show. We're gonna wrap up now. As we said before, if you like this video,
I'm tapped out.
If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section down below. We love to see them. You can also get in touch with our Discord. That link is in the description. Just click on that little thing and you'll get into Discord somehow. Maybe we'll get cloned in Discord, whatever. That's not our problem. That's Discord's problem. Being weird. And of course, if you are new here and have not already, please subscribe. That is a great way to keep track of our videos. You can also hit that bell for notifications, because that's also very important to keep track of our videos. And of course, you can also get our videos early by supporting us on Patreon. You can get this episode in audio format, downloadable early. There's other ways to support us, though, if you just want to throw a little something at us, give a little back, which we greatly appreciate. We love all of you who take the time to do that, whether you're just doing the interactions and stuff we mentioned or actually supporting us monetarily. We have our merch store. That link is in the description. You can check out our stuff. You can also, obviously, support us on Patreon. And we recently had a audience member, which was Shiny Pogs, who was not able to support us on Patreon directly, but threw quite a bit of bunts our way over PayPal, so we do have some links for that. You can just send us... You don't have to go through Patreon if you want to just throw us a few bucks our way just really quick, just because you like us. That's a real old school internet. Click on a PayPal or donate button. So that's in some of our older videos, or just, give us a shout out, or talk to us at Discord. We'll give you the link if you want to support that way. And yeah, no, it's real fun. We've been doing a lot of work lately. We're doing a lot of hard work, kicking our butts.
We are trying to bring you more. And now, I'm just gonna go die. Yeah,
you go die. I think... Ooh, it's already a little late. I was thinking about streaming XCOM. By the way, you guys should check that out. I'm doing XCOM 2 streams, since that's the free game on PS Plus this month, with community members as my soldier pool. I have already killed
Me personally, I'm working
you.
on recording. I'm working on some more. I'll work more on recording Terraria and BioShock, and probably pick up a third game here eventually, because I like playing games and recording and talking on top of them. Not too difficult.
No,
and I'm gonna just keep flooding our channel with uploads until Omega's like, "Fuck, I gotta post these."
That's kind of how that works. There were a couple days in the last week where I had to double up. I thought, God, we're doing so much content. Maybe I should make this a thing. We should be Jumbo June. There you go. That's our unofficial title. It's the end of the episode. We decided it's Jumbo June. Maybe.
Hashtag question mark.